You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Well, the ultra-rich are consolidating power. They don't care. The New York Times lost $14 million this year. Carlos Slim, the Mexican kingpin, owns it. George Soros may face a monster tax bill, Bloomberg reports. Deferring income helped the billionaire hedge fund manager build his fortune. But don't worry, sales of $100 million homes rise to records worldwide because of the elite vertical integration of globalism that is a fraud. That's why they're sicking poor people on the middle class, hoping they don't get caught in their class warfare net. We've got a quick update from David Knight, host of InfoWars Nightly News, on the Jade Helm symbol that we were just discussing. David?
Yeah, Alex, a lot of people have raised questions about what that shoe might mean. I didn't notice it for quite some time. Some people have made ties to the Bund shoe revolution, which is a German revolution that had a lot of parallels to the people that are being oppressed now. Also, the reference to the people who are in prison camps, that's also true. They had wooden shoes. But the way the military has explained it is that those wooden shoes are called sabo, and it's where we get the word sabotage. I think that's the most likely explanation, and we should remember that the special forces that are putting this out there, they're working on sabotage, they're working on psyops. That's really what they're talking about when they talk about unconventional warfare. Sabotage
means, I guess in French, sandal, wooden sandal to stick it in machinery. Wow, there it is. I think that's the answer. It means sabotage America.
Yes.
And then they're going to tell low-level troops as a psyop, this is for overseas in the main mission directive, so they think we're liars. But once they get to the actual mission, there will be cadres who are training to take over local towns. That's admitted.
Yes, absolutely. That's why we need to be concerned about this. Quite frankly, if this is something that's being used for overseas, I'm quite concerned about an American government that is constantly focused on sabotage, assassination, and the overthrow of other governments. And I think we as a people need to have a discussion about that. That's one of the things that came out of the movie.
I've had family out of the Army that were domestic assassins for the government. They're running around everywhere. Of course, this is for America.
Yes, absolutely.
But of course, it has dual use overseas as well. Who's hosting the Nightly News tonight, David?
Leanne McAdoo.
All right, well, that should be informative. Great job hosting the show last week.
Thank you.
Let's talk to Jeff in Tejas. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, Alex. I just wanted to bring up a point about the APA colluding with the CIA for secretly to institute the torture programs and all of that, and the implications it has for the DSM-5.
Sure, go ahead.
Also leading into the Soviet-style, Nazi-style diagnosis.
Yeah, they say you're mentally ill if you don't like big government or turn your guns in, so you've got to be taken to a re-education center. That's the model. And they're using it on the veterans right now, disarming hundreds of thousands every few months. The persecution is on. My God, they got them on secret death list. It's here.
It's here, and I'm a student pursuing a marriage and family therapy license, and the things like oppositional defiance disorder and some of the other personality disorders, it's just the implications in the new DSM are just out there, and it's really scary. Because it's almost like we're living in Nazi Germany in the mid-30s.
Yep, it's not like it's here, but it won't be racial this time, except with infighting. It's going to be going after the middle class, claiming if you make $125,000 a year, you're the rich pig. That has to be. I mean, it's look. We have cancer. Every other country's fallen to tyranny or gone through this. It's here, folks. There's no doubt. We're in deep. You know what?
One last point to the DSM, and of course, all of that, them colluding to institute, all this torture. It's just scary, and the fact that they did it secretly just blows me away. But the big thing for the DSM is
that's the diagnostics manual for psychology that they add scores of things to every year.
Right, and the big thing about that is, to me, is a lot of the diagnosis. One, there's not really that kind of deep research, longitudinal research, scientific research behind it, and two, a lot of it's just common sense, common depressions that we all experience. I mean, like you ranting on air sometimes, So that's
exactly. It's normal to get upset about tyranny. They call that manic or a bunch of other stuff. Thank you so much. And it discredits real psychology. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to be learned from psychology that has some good elements, but it's run by bad people. It's used for oppression. There's no doubt about that. Okay, I'm out of time. Sorry to Steve, Mike, everybody. We'll probably have extended coverage tonight on the Nightly News. Lord willing, I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Take advantage of the new sale. Thanks for your support.
The Reverend Al Sharpton wants to federalize cops and fight against states' rights, and he is calling for the Justice Department